Welcome lads, today we're back for another episode of Tournament Thursday. I'm building different teams going in to tournament play on Thursday, whether it be Gold, Cup or some other special tournament, who knows, what's out there, I can't predict that. But without further ado, there's the team. It's a pretty good team honestly, looking at it. You know, you've got the likes of Cesc Fabregas in the midfield with Payet, Menko, Musa up top, who is just one sweaty player. I got my purple Hazard, which you've probably seen loads of times. The defence is solid with the likes of Cahill, Koscielny, Gonko, Azpilicueta, Courtois in goal. I was pretty confident with this team, honestly. I was not afraid to use this team, and I'm pretty sure that this team will win. And definitely semi-finals at least, because this team definitely has pace. That guy on the 78 ain't a bad player either. It's a very good team, and I really like the way it was looked, and hopefully when we get into the games you'll see that everything goes to plan. Anyways, let's jump into the first game. So we came up against Diamantes in the first game, and he had quite an interesting team, kind of players out of position, but not a bad team, a pretty good formation honestly. There were just some things going on that kind of didn't make much sense, but who knows how the game would play. And Hammer here on the ball, you know, he's playing it into Payet, and I know with Payet, because I've done a review on the lad, I know how good he is, and he gets through there, and I would have liked him to put that on target and probably score it. Playing Hazard here, who's Mr. Reliable, I know he will do things for me. It doesn't quite work out for him that time, but it falls to him, and he banged it. Oh my days, you just give Hazard a chance. He's got that quality that you give him one chance, he'll score a goal. It's really not a problem for him. Great goal in the end. I mean, just whacked it. Goalie, no chance. But this guy was not a bad player considering the weird formation he was playing. And not the weird formation. The formation is actually a really good formation. It's a formation that always gives me trouble. I don't know what it is. I haven't used it. Maybe I should give it a try. But it's a formation that always gives me trouble. And he got a goal back right away. But then I was hoping that Payet would do something special. And he started it off. He plays it out to Hammer, who's going to come inside with a beautiful little move. Play it in. And moderately lucky to score that with Menko, who is not a bad player. That little Russian, I think he's from Finland. He plays in the Russian league. Not a bad player at all. And I'm up 2-1. And I'm like, okay, I don't really necessarily deserve this. Fabregas goes on a good run there. But he should have put that on target. But that's always been a criticism of Fabregas' shooting. So I'm not really that surprised. And then, I don't know what happens there. Probably have a closer look at the replay if there's a replay. But no, it's just like, it just hit someone. And, you know, it's 2-2 after 38 minutes. And I'm not that confident with my performance at the moment. And I play it into Musa here, who, I don't know, maybe playing Musa was a mistake. Maybe I should have gotten that Russian Dumbia in retrospect. But still, half-time, things are going very well, really. I mean, we got 2 goals, we're right in the game, and Musa, they're just backing off. I mean, that's all this guy did not play aggressive at all, and I get through, and that should be a goal. I'm sorry, that is great. That is what he's good at. He's got amazing acceleration, great pace. Like, I found that with him, and Menko just comes through here. Just kind of slow build-up play, because I kind of had to, in a way, and I get incredibly lucky here. Like, no joke, that was lucky. I mean, arguably I should have scored on the one that hit the post, but that was a very lucky goal. I can't deny that I was insanely lucky to be winning this game after 88 minutes. Because, I mean, look at that. It just kind of falls to Payet. It's blocked. Who knows if it's going to be saved. And then Musa is there to knock it in. And that's how the first game ended. 3-2 win. And I wasn't confident with this team. I really wasn't. I was thinking, this team played okay. They had moments. I got the likes of Hazard. I know I can have good moments with him. But the rest of the team, the rest of the front three were not performing. And I came up against this guy. And vastly superior team in a way. Kind of random going on the left wing. But besides that, and sweaty defence. But he's got David Luiz. So I kind of know that there's going to be chances. Like, you got David Luiz, I'm going to get him behind. Like, that's not going to be a problem. I don't care who you have out there. Like, you can't be playing that well with David Luiz. Anyway, he's got the ball here with Musa, who's just, you know, he's making David Luiz miss. What a surprise. Plays it out to Hazard, who's just, they just can't handle the lad. And right, 4 minutes in, I've already hit the post. It's kind of a tight angle. I don't know if I expected to score that, really. But, you know, you do score them every once in a while from that close. And it's kind of 17 minutes in, I was kind of doing the same thing. Bit of a ball roll there, and he just couldn't get that one on target, actually. I mean, the last one at the post. But it comes out here to Hazard again, and he's just fighting. He's just doing this thing. They can't really get near him. You don't want to be getting too near him. And I don't know how that's not a penalty. Honestly, that is just absurd. I swear he tripped him, and he gets it back, and he just keeps doing his thing. Plays a great ball into Fabregas, who comes inside, and oh, what a save. What a save, and then Menko can't get it on target with the scissor kick. And 42 minutes in, I'm just getting very frustrated at this point. I'm just like, oh, that chance just then, I should have scored. Not many chances to boot. Play it out to Payet here, who does some nice passing out to Fabregas. Fabregas comes inside. Fabregas is a player I've been using a lot more, and I'm starting to like. And plays it in there, and Payet scores. You know, it's a sweaty goal. It's not a good goal. I'd rather not score a goal like that. But honestly, at the end of the day, a goal is a goal. And it don't really matter how it goes in, as long as it's a goal. You're in the game to win, you know. This is tournament play. You want to be winning games. And look at the stats there. And, you know, 1-0's always scared the crap out of me. But, you know, definitely has had a superior performance going on there. In second half, we jump in here at 75 minutes, and Amenko's going to play in Musa. And I don't understand why you'd play the offside trap there. That makes no sense. Why play the offside trap? I have never understood the point in playing the offside trap in this game. I have never seen it actually work. Because it's so easy to time. And then after that goal, he just kind of just decided, oh, I'm going to be a prick. So he's just like, oh, I'm going to kick it. And then Koscielny's just right there. And he was just, you know, he was just keeping the ball like an absolute bellend. And it was so frustrating. It's like, the two things I hate is when they just get up and they leave. Like early in the game or whenever. And that's just really frustrating. And that's all she wrote in this game. A good win. But that was even more irritating. Kind of, you know, when they just keep the ball. Definitely if they're winning. That just drives you up the wall. Because it's just like, what on earth? Like, I played this guy the other day. Now, get off topic. I'll tell you that story some other time. That's the team we played in the third game of the episode. Not a good team. Pretty good team. Some players in some kind of random positions. But apart from that, it was definitely looking good. And I was a little bit concerned. There was a very good defence. Very good midfield. And it starts off with Payet. 34 minutes in. This guy was a good player, honestly, you know. You know, he didn't have many chances stellar-wise, but he was very good defensively, or he was playing park the bus. I don't know. I don't think he was playing park the bus. It didn't look like it. And Courtois was making some saves. And 45 minutes in, right before half-time, I was pushing for a winner. A goal. Just come on, you've got to give me a lead. Does some amazing play there. Gets moderately lucky, but then he gets lucky. I mean, that's a good save. I mean, thing is, I was thinking about getting Alessandri, and I think that if I'd gotten Alessandri, I might have done better. I don't think Huma cut it. Amenko moderately did. You see, there's another chance. I mean, I know that's a hard chance, but I'd like for him to put that on target. You see, he wasn't a bad player. Possession's very simple. I've had a lot more shots on target. He was just missing all his shots. Very close game, and I was moderately concerned about this one. Was this the time I was going to lose? I was not happy with the performance. I was not happy with a lot of the players. Hazard did really nothing until about the 50th minute here. And he gets on the ball and he's just doing what he does best. You know, possession. Just keep the ball. Just, you know, he gets moderately lucky there, but he just keeps fighting. And they just can't deal with him. And he just keeps doing kind of the same skill moves. Splits the defence. Gets so lucky there. And that is a great finish, in a way, you know. The other players have been getting it saved, but Hazard does what Hazard does. And yeah, he gets lucky. He gets tackled and the ball rolls to him. But that's the name of the game. You will get a bit of luck here. And I'll play in Musa here, and Musa's got this. This is what Musa's good at. Pace. Nothing more, nothing less. And I don't really think that was the best option. But honestly, looking back at it, I think it was like the only option I had there. And he plays it into Hazard here, who's just getting lucky again. Getting very lucky. He plays it out to him, and Hamua, right, should have had a lot of goals. And he missed a lot of chances, and it was incredibly frustrating. And I'm just trying to work the corners, and Musa just ain't working it. So I'm like, okay, enough of trying to go by. I'm going to play it out to whoever. Normally a midfielder. Menko does a little fake shot, does a ball roll, gets incredible amount of space. And what a hit to the bottom corner with his left foot. 100% sure if he's right-footed or left-footed. But still, that's a lot. Oh, look at that. And I'm up 2-0 and I'm like, there's no way I'm losing this game at this point. 70 minutes in and then this happens. I give the ball away. And he's got Alexis Sanchez, but you know, I'm there. I kind of make a stupid tackle, but I'm like, oh, Courtois, make the save. And then he just gets a lucky rebound. And then he pauses the game and makes some subs and I don't know what else. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to play it safe. Nothing crazy. And then I lose the ball again. And I just can't get it back. And it goes to Walcott, who I don't know what happens. And Courtois. And I'm like, 4 minutes ago, in game time, I was winning 2-0. And it's all gone to crap. Like, really defensive mistakes. Stupid mistakes. I need to, like, watch this game back again and, like, read what I did wrong there. Because that was just atrocious. I mean, those are the end game stats. Nothing. I've had a lot more shots on target, a bit more possession, but it's very even. And there was nothing to talk about in the extra time period. Just nothing. So we jumped right into the penalties. And that isn't where I wanted to put that penalty. I wanted to put it in the corner, and I thought I moved over enough. And, well, you'll see why that's a big problem. You know, he gets there. I don't quite know how to save the penalty, but we'll see that in a bit. Musa on the penalty, and I hope he can score. And he does. That's where I wanted to put the first penalty. Right there. And that's where I thought I used the left trigger to. You know, I don't want to go too crazy with it and miss. But, oh, so frustrated. And, you know, he keeps going down the middle. But, you know, honestly, it doesn't really matter. If you get, like, your spots right, like, it's not even an issue. And look, I mean, he ain't saving that. He's diving too far. Penalties are so weird in this game. I don't know. And Oscar here is taking his penalty. And right there, how do you save a penalty down the middle? Like, I'm standing there. Why is he falling backwards? I was so frustrated about that. Like, what on earth? Like, I was hitting up. I was doing all sorts of things. And he just wouldn't save it. And then here again, I mean, okay, I dived too early. You know, I'm not really... It was the one down the middle that really got to me. Because I'm like, how on earth? And another good penalty. Always the same spot. I always put it in the same spot. It's not even an issue like that. And then Neymar, you know. I think this is the one he's going to win it on. And it's just like, I'm right there, man. What the mug? I'm standing there and the goalie decides to fall into his own net. Anyways, that was the end of this episode of Tournament Thursday. Cup run, whatever you want to call it. It's a decent team. Nothing too special going on. Anyways, make sure you drop a like on the video. Drop a comment. Hit me up on Twitter @FIFA Wisdom. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.